for the testimony, there's two parts. The first part is one of the guest speaker, Mandarin guest speaker, Stephanie. The one day after our show, her niece in French gave her a call and say, Auntie, I heard your voice in my fellowship. And I realized that's what you are in the show, in the video, and you are quite popular in my fellowship now because the people like to watch the show you are attending. So the guest speaker Stephanie, the Mandarin guest speaker Stephanie, and told me is like she was really surprised because her niece is born in French, is not native in speak in Mandarin, but he still can understand the Mandarin. And his fellowship also is a second generation, the Chinese born in French. They are quite interesting, the show, what we talk about, because it's not boring. It's not like what the preaching in the church. It's more relaxed, and it sounds is more makes sense and funny, and it still makes sense. It's still is a really good message. Yeah, and this is one of the story. The second part of the story is that Stephanie told me that her friend told her and her cousin say because the mainland of China can't watch the show on the YouTube. So they really like the show, they download the show by themselves and change the format, which can be transferred, can split in the mainland of China. Say they don't use YouTube, they use some apps else which is able to pass in China. So yeah, that's a two part of story. So Stephanie told me that even we just see there's about 200-300 people watch our show, but the real number is much than the numbers on the YouTube. It's much more because we don't know who download the show and transfer split to around the world in the group of Chinese people. Yeah, they all watch it, and so now French is watch that show now. Yeah, and that is the witness. I mean, that's a really exciting part for me as well. Yeah, thank you.